Alright, welcome back boys and girls. Today we are talking about linear inequalities in one or two variables, inequalities. This is, I believe, is going to be day 13. If you haven't checked out the previous videos, make sure you do so. This is a supplementary material to your existing SAT prep for October exam. Okay? Again, like the previous videos, I've divided this video into 3 sections, 3 easy, 3 medium, and 3 harder questions. So let's get to them. The point A2 in the xy plane is a solution to which of the following systems of inequalities? Now, 8 and 2, they're both a positive value, so I need to find a case where both of them are positive. So A seems all right. This is negative, these both are negative. So A is good. During a portion of a flight, a small airplane cruising speed varied between 150 miles per hour and 170. Which inequality best represents the situation where S is cruising speed in miles per hour during the portion of flight? So, between is a good keyword here, between 150 and 170. This is less than 20, doesn't even make sense. Less than 150 doesn't make sense. Less than 170 does make sense, but it forgets that it also needs to be greater than 150. So D is going to be our answer because S is between 150 and 170. Valentina bought 2 containers of beads. In the first container, 30% of the beads are red, and the second container, 70%. Now, percent is key here. We have to pay attention. It's not 30 of them. It's percent. Together, the container have at least 400, another keyword, at least 400 red beads. Which inequality shows this relationship where X is the total number of beads in the first container and Y is the total number of beads in the second container? So there needs to be at least 400, meaning 400 or more. So our value needs to be greater than 400. So with that logic, B and C is gone, and we're left with 0.3x or 30x or 0.770. Again, because we're not dealing with numbers here but percentage, we're gonna go with A, 0.3x plus 0.7y greater or equal than 400. A cargo helicopter delivers only 100-pound packages and 120-pound packages. For each delivery trip, the helicopter must carry at least 10 packages and the total at least 10. And the total weight of the packages can be at most, so at least 10 package, at most 1100. What's the maximum number of 120-pound packages that the helicopter can carry per trip? Okay, now we can actually solve this one with decimals. So let me bring it up. Now we need 2 equations here, right? So let's actually decide what they are first. So let's say 100-pound package, 100x, plus 120, let's call this one y. Together their weight needs to be at most 1100 and at least 10 packages, meaning x plus y should be greater or equal 10. So we had another question like that actually in the previous video where we tried to formulate an equation based on the words. So you can check that out as well. But let's see how we can try that on decimals. So we got x plus y greater or equal 10 and 100x plus 120y less equal 1100. Yes? So I see that there's an intersection point, and if I click to that, I get 5 and 5. So 5 of 100 packages and 5 of 120 packages. We're asked for 120, and so we're going to choose 5. Not that it matters, because they're both 5 in this case, but 2x minus y is greater than 883. For which of the following tables are all the values of x and their corresponding values of y solutions to the given inequality? Okay, now we can test them out. The simplest one will probably be starting with 0. If I put this 0 here, so all of them has 0, that's why I'm choosing that. So if I say 2x minus 0 greater than 883, that means x has to be greater than 441.5. 441.5, which A doesn't fit, B doesn't fit, C and D fits. And now we can check another value. So negative 2, 2x minus negative 2 is going to be plus 2, right? Greater than 883. So 2x has to be greater than 881. X has to be greater than 44.5. 44.5, so C doesn't fit. It's 440, so the answer is going to be D. Moving on, Marisa needs to hire at least, keyword, 10 staff members for an upcoming project. The staff members will be made up of junior and senior directors. Junior and senior. So we have, let's call them juniors X, senior Y. Directors will be paid, so juniors will be paid 640 and the seniors will be paid 880. Her budget for paying the staff is no more, another keyword, no more than 97, meaning less than 97, right? And she must hire at least 3 junior directors or at least 1 senior director. Yes, at least 3 junior director and at least 1 senior. And we also need to remember that she needs to hire at least 10 people, right? So, which of the following system of inequalities represents the situation? All right, let's see. We have our first equation, 640x plus 880y less equal 9700. So greater equal, A is no good. Greater equal, this is part of C, by the way. C is also not good. So this is part of A, that's gone, we don't need it. C, we don't need, right? So we're left with B or D. B or D, what's the difference? X plus Y, we need at least 10 people. So X plus Y should be greater. X plus Y should be greater or equal 10. So that leaves us with B, actually, right? This is question 6B, yes? Adam's school is 20-minute walk or 5-minute bus ride away from his house. The bus runs every 30 minutes and the number of minutes W that Adam waits for the bus varies between 0 and 30 minutes because bus is coming every 30 minutes. Now, which of the following inequalities gives the value of W for which it would be faster for Adam to walk to school? All right, so now Adam, it's a 5-minute bus ride, right? And it comes every 30 minutes. Let's say Adam leaves his home and then waits for the bus about, I don't know, 20 minutes. And then bus ride is 5 minutes. So he ended up taking 25 minutes to get to school. Okay, so that's not good because he could have just walked and it would be quicker. So if W is waiting time, plus the bus ride is greater than 20, that means it's not good anymore. It's not good anymore. Walking is better. Again, if you waited for 15 or let's say 17 minutes plus 5-minute bus ride, that's going to be 22. That's slower than if he just walked. So the answer is going to be D. A very good question that makes you think a little bit. So a laundry service is buying detergent and a fabric softener. So let's call it D and S. Why? Because I see the answers also have D and S. The supplier will deliver no more, keyword, than 300 pounds in shipment. So this amount, less than 300, no more, meaning less. Each container detergent weighs 730 pounds. This is 735. And each fabric softener is 6.2. So this is done. And you can see all of them actually have that. Well, actually, this is 14.7, 14.7. So it's not C and D. We know that for now. The service wants to buy at least twice as many containers of detergent as fabric softener. So detergent is more, at least 2 times more. Yes? So the answer is going to be A here. Again, because detergent is more. In B, 2D is greater than S, which makes this one here. D is S over 2. So it's here S is bigger than D. We don't need that. We need detergent to be greater than fabric softener. Okay, so the answer is going to be A. And the last question. A local transit company sells a monthly pass for $95 that allows an unlimited number of trips of any length. Tickets for individual trips cost this much, depending on the length of the trip. What is the minimum number of trips per month for which a monthly pass could cost less than purchasing individual tickets for trips? Now, this question is actually a very interesting question. And to solve this, I took some notes about this one actually earlier, so I can guide you through a bit better through this question. Now, look, there's 3 different kinds of tickets that you can buy, right? So let's say 150, 250, and 350. Now, if you're buying a monthly pass or like spending $95, the amount of $1.5 tickets you can buy is basically 95 divided by 1.5. I have these numbers down so I don't have to calculate it. It's approximately 63. For 95 divided by 2.5, you can buy approximately 38. And for this one, you can buy 95 divided by 3.5, you can buy 27.14. Okay, so these are the amounts that you can buy with $95 if you just spend it as a ticket. Let's say you bought the most expensive, the 3.5, you can afford, I don't know, 27 of them. And it says, what's the minimum number of trips per month for which a monthly pass could cost less than the purchasing of individual tickets? So we have 3 numbers here, 63, 38, and 27 point something. Okay, and we're looking for the minimum number of trips per month for which monthly pass would make more sense. So we're going to pick the minimum one, but the minimum is 27.14, which is not really, you can't buy a fractional ticket, right? So we have to pick the next available integer, which is going to be 28. So if you are buying or if you are visiting 28 times, at this point, minimum 28 times, it will become much more beneficial for you to get a monthly pass than buying individual tickets. Okay, maybe think about that a little bit. All right, that's about it for this part. I think we're done with the algebra part, so the first 5 days was for algebra. If you have any questions or suggestions, please do let me know. I would like to help you guys out and make videos that you can actually benefit from. And remember that this is just the supplementary to your existing preparation for your SAT. Okay, and use it as such. And that's all for now. I will see you guys in the next one. I think we'll start doing some advanced math starting from tomorrow. Okay? Have a good day. Take care. Keep practicing. And I'll see you guys in the next one.